Hey guys, I am back and I am behind on uploading war videos again. So here we are. This is back from War 7. In real time, we are currently in War 11 right now. So yeah, a few wars ago, I might be a little rusty on how things panned out in some of these fights, but I'll do my best. First up here is a thing on Right Back at It. This used to be a really common placement, like back in season 29-30. We don't really see him here as often anymore, just because, I mean, this is such a great counter for it. I think Nick Fury does pretty well here too, but my strategy for this fight, which is how I play it ever since Omega has been at R4, is I actually don't knock him down at all. And the reason I do this is because I don't want to deal with him being debuff immune and cornering me. This way I feel like I have a lot more control over the fight. It is slower, but overall I feel more comfortable. So my strategy is to build to 3 bars of power and just hold it in case things start to go south. And I don't think I mentioned this yet, but this is ebb and flow knockdown. So ideally you are knocking him down to do more damage, but again, he'll be debuff immune when that happens because of the Right Back at It node. And also I want to try to avoid hitting into his block because Omega has a chance to have unblockable attacks. So if you're trying to manage the spores, it can mess you up. And that's another reason why I try to hold 3 bars of power. So yeah, towards the beginning of the fight, I did have to hit into his block a little bit. I really try to avoid doing that when I can. Don't know what happened there, my block dropped somehow, but it's okay. He's about to be dead, and I'm just finishing it up, still watching his rock stacks, and he'll be down in just a sec. And moving on is a Nick Fury here. He's also on ebb and flow knockdown as well as heavy hitter. So every time he throws a heavy attack, he'll be unstoppable. This again used to be a super common placement. It was like always Thing and Nick Fury back to back. You just don't see it as much anymore. So here at the beginning of the fight, I am just building my spores up, and I will knock him down when I get an opening, which I did right there. And as you can see, he's just going to be melting down. Thank you to my spores. And I had one heavy resisted there, thanks to Stand Your Ground. I held it a bit longer just because I was waiting for my degen to go on refresh. And he's now in his second life. So you guys know how it goes fighting Nick Fury. Just want to dance around here for a little bit, let him kill himself, and then I will finish him off. Okay, now that wasn't too bad. I am heading up to path 3. I'm fighting this Dr. Octopus with Magneto with 3 points in Pacify so that I can completely reduce his ability accuracy when he is stunned. And basically, I'm just watching out for him to proc an armor and go unstoppable. He is a tactic defender. But I mean, this is just going to be really straightforward and, you know, just your kind of average Magneto fight. This node does also have chitinous thorns on it, so every time I make contact with the defender, I have a chance to get a bleed placed on me. But because of the ability accuracy reduction and Magneto's bleed resistance, that's really just not going to be a problem here. Okay, moving on to Boss Island. I will be taking this Killmonger and the Moleman right after him. This is a safeguard node, so my damage is capped at 1%, but spores, of course, don't care about that. And this will end up just being a pretty straightforward Killmonger fight. And right here I'm throwing my heavy a little too early. Obviously my degen timer wasn't off yet, so I lost a few spores, but the fight is ticking down really quick, so it won't be too bad. And throwing a special 2 of course gets my death field back up, so I'll be able to build back up and finish him even quicker. Okay, so I am moving on here to Moleman on Polka Dot Power and Stunning Reflection. You'll see in this fight, and I have a fight a couple wars from now where I fight a Moleman that I don't know what my problem is, but I, for some reason, just like muscle memory thing, I guess, hit into his block while he's frenzied. And fortunately, Omega is fine with that because I just get a bleed, my death field goes back up, but yeah, it's not a good habit, so I am working on that. But I will not be able to gain any power until I have a degen on him, which is fine. I don't really need power for this fight anyway. But now that my death field had come down, I did want to be able to get it back up if I needed to. So fortunately his specials, there I go. Fortunately his specials are really easy to counter with heavies. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll be done in just a second. So yeah, he is down, and that is my war. Definitely not a perfectly played fight, but we got out alive. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I will try to get the next few wars up soon, and I will see you then.